You'll be leaving us tomorrow, Kennedy.
Oh.
You'll be going back to the United States. We've just received your extradition order.
Good old Uncle Sam.
As agreed by both parties, Margaret May Kennedy will be returned to the United States of America and placed in a state penitentiary where she will serve the full sentence as handed down by the Australian courts. No deals, Kennedy. Just a change of scenery.
Your name is Carol Coulson? Is that correct?
Yes.
And you've been charged with murder and assault with a weapon. And you've been remanded in custody awaiting trial. Is that correct?
Please, Miss Ferguson.
Is that correct?
Yes.
You're the librarian at the East Bank Library, aren't you? Now, I was there the day the debt collector came to see you.
You've been in this place too long, you know that? Me, a librarian? I've read 2 books in my life, Screw, and both of them were porn, with pictures. I mean, me, a librarian? I thought you knew how to get booze into this joint.
Yeah, so what?
Well, how about it? I haven't seen none yet.
Well, I was going to get me mate Roxy to bring some in, only I don't know where she is at the moment.
God, you whackers are flaming useless. To get my own stuff in. I'll get this joint jumping somehow. Can't have a bloke, you might as well have a drink. What do you say, old-timer?
Oh, you old rotten little tart. Flaming useless. I don't know how I'm going to get this lot finished.
Yeah, at least she's not playing funny buggers this hour. I thought I was sharing with Mary Poppins this morning.
Yeah, it gives me the creeps, all this chopping and changing like a flaming yo-yo. Oh, whatever happened? I thought you were never coming back.
Yeah, you being shipped back to the old US of A, or are we stuck with you here?
Oh, yeah. They're shipping me back.
Congratulations.
Well, how come you look like you got death row or something?
Yeah, I thought that's what you wanted.
Of course it is, you conniving old bitch. The long face is for our benefit, you can forget it. You're getting off scot-free and we helped you do it.
I'm not getting off.
Yeah, of course you are. You're the press on your side, haven't you? What do you reckon the next step is, ladies? Reporters lined up to meet the plane? You make me sick.
It's not gonna be like that. Oh, yeah. I'm going home. And I might as well be stuck here.
What do you mean?
When I get back, I've got to serve my whole sentence.
Nah, don't give me that. They'll parole you like a shot.
Oh, you don't understand. There's not going to be any parole. Douglas just told me it's part of a deal they made with the States.
Well, 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 my heart bleeds for you. At least you won't be lousing up any more kids' lives.
I didn't want to louse up anyone's life. All I wanted was the bright lights and a bit of fun for myself. Well, that's not too much of no bugger to ask, is it? Now, all I've got is 20 years in the pen. I'll never really see the States again.
Well, at least you'll be able to see your grandchildren, love.
No way. My son-in-law isn't going to let them kids near a jail. He can't afford it in his line of business. All I've got to look forward to is a joint worse than this. You got what you wanted, Bea. I'm not gonna get out until I kick the bucket.
I'm going home. Did Judy tell you?
Yeah, she did.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. That we quarrelled, I mean.
Why the hell are you going home? Because Manoli told you to?
No, because we sorted things out. He understands the way I feel.
I don't believe it. Look, don't you see? All he wants you to do is to go home. Then it'll all be exactly the same.
No, it won't. Not this time.
Of course it will, Litzy. Your father won't change.
Maybe not, but at least he'll listen to me. We'll talk to him together.
Come on, if you go back there, you'll never be free.
You had a chance here. Don't you realise that
I
yet?
realise that you can have too much freedom. How can you be free when you can't even talk to the people you love?
Oh, for God's sake.
Manoli and I are getting married. We respect each other and we'll work out our problems together.
Yeah, all happy families together, huh?
Mickey, we've all got problems. But you just can't run away from them, pretend they don't exist. I know that now. Your father offered me some good advice. He told me to talk to Manoli. He was right. Maybe you should do the same with Cliff.
Cliff and I are fine. We already understand each other. Why don't you forget it?
Okay. I don't want to fight with you, Mickey. I'd rather we were friends.
Hi. You ready to go, Litsa?
We're going to drop in on our folks just to let them know we're not two-headed monsters after all. You be all right to hold the fort on your own?
Of course I will. That's what I'm here for, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Well, let's get this show on the road, huh?
Mickey, I want to thank you. You have helped me sort out what I wanted, even if we don't agree on everything.
Yeah, well, guess we're all different, huh? Well, you know where we are if you need us.
Well, Joan, how are you feeling after what happened yesterday?
Oh, fine, thanks.
Good. Now, I know it's not very easy for you having Coulson here.
It doesn't bother me, really.
Are you sure? The woman did threaten you.
Yes, but she didn't know what she was doing at the time. I mean, she had just killed her husband. Governor, have you given any thought as to how the women might react to her when she gets out of isolation?
Yes, that is a bit of a problem. I've given orders that she be watched very carefully, of course.
Thank you. I mean, well, apparently the women heard about what she did on the television. Do we have a single cell for her?
Yes. In fact, I've already allocated her one.
Good.
I just wish I could be more sure of her mental state. It's understandable, I know, but she's very down and I'm worried about the suicide warning.
Well, perhaps I could have a word with her, sound her out.
No, I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Well, I might be able to calm her down. After all, she does know me.
Oh, that's my point. She could blame you for what happened to you. She might even try to attack you again.
Oh, I don't think so.
Just the same, I won't take the risk. I want you to keep away from her while she's in isolation.
But surely it won't hurt.
I'm sorry, Joan, but that's an order.
On your lonesome.
That's right, Jude's taken Litsa home.
Sent her packing, did you? What happened? Didn't she agree with you or something?
She wanted to go home.
Yeah? Funny, I thought she was having a real good time here. Maybe too good, huh?
And what's that supposed to mean?
Had the hots for your spunky bloke, didn't she?
Of course not.
Oh, sorry, other way round, was it? He had the hots for her.
Oh, don't be so ridiculous. He was just being friendly. I didn't mind him taking her out.
Hey, just in time, Jen. We was going to celebrate.
Was you?
Mickey just got little Miss Goody Two-Shoes away from her boyfriend. And I thought they were such good mates, too.
Why don't you find something constructive to do?
Touchy, aren't we? What do you reckon, Jen?
Sounds a good enough reason for a party.
Oh, Jen, you know you're not supposed to bring that stuff in here.
Too late. It's already in. So might as well make the most of it, don't you reckon? Ripper!
All right, you can have that one, but I'm taking the rest away.
Leave it! Get your paws off me booze.
I said I'll put the rest away. You know the rules.
Nobody touches me booze.
You're so stupid, Jen. You've got no right to have it in here.
Nobody.
Francis, talk to your friend, will you?
I'm not going to spoil the party.
For God's sake, Jen, you're going to hurt someone. Please, just put it down on the table.
Shouldn't have touched me booze, you bitch!
Thank you. I haven't seen that other librarian around. You know, the one that usually works here?
No, in fact, we won't be seeing her for some time.
Oh, is she sick?
Nothing so simple for our Miss Gardner. She's eloped. Would you believe that? Eloped. She phoned in the other morning and casually told us that she wouldn't be here for some while.
Oh, I think we're talking about a different person. I'm talking about the girl with sort of fluffy brown hair.
Good heavens, no. Tied in a bun. Very conservative. That's why we were so surprised. I mean, she's taken time off in the past. But eloping? Well, I mean to say, it's not like Laura at all.
What happened?
Jen, you've got to get back to the house. She's gone mad.
Oh, my God.
What do you mean mad? What did she do?
She went for me with a broken bottle. I didn't call the police, but I didn't know what to do.
What do you mean you didn't know what to do? You should have tried to calm her down. She could have hurt somebody.
Couldn't. I was too scared.
Scared? For God's sake, Mickey. But she could be doing anything. You should have stayed there.
Please, won't somebody help me? Please, isn't anybody there? Who's that? I know you're there. Who is it?
All right, Coulson, calm down.
Miss Ferguson? Is that you? Please don't hurt me. I didn't mean to do anything to you. I just couldn't stand it anymore. I couldn't think straight.
Now just stop that. I'm not going to hurt you.
Where's Jilly? I want to see her.
Well, you can't. Not at the moment, anyway. Perhaps later.
Oh, please. They won't tell me anything. They just shoved me in here and left me. Is she all right?
Of course.
Where is she?
She's with the welfare people. They're taking good care of her.
She'll be scared. She's never been away from home before. She's such a good little kid. I was going to kill her. Oh, my God, I was going to kill her.
Look, just pull yourself together. She's all right now.
Are you sure? I mean, could you check for me?
I don't know that I can do that.
Please, you must. You were nice to her. She likes you. Please make sure she's all right. I don't care about me. I've got to know that Jilly's okay.
Look, I'll see what I can do. I can't promise anything.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Ferguson.
Give us that bottle, you drunk. Come on. How do I do?
Oh, terrific. Come to join the party, have you? Well, you can't.
Whose booze is this?
Mine, and you're not getting any.
Fair enough. But you know you shouldn't have it here.
Too bloody bad.
Let's get rid of it, eh?
No! I bought it for me and me mates, and we're going to drink it.
We've got rules here, Jen.
Bugger the rules.
The way I see it, you've got two choices. Either get rid of the booze, or we'll have to ask you and the girls to pack your things and get out.
You can't throw us out?
You're doing it to yourself. I don't think you other women want to move, do you?
You can't throw me out.
Well, not me. I don't make the rules. But if you break them, that's the trouble. They'll close us up. And then you and the other women, you'll be out in the street with nowhere to go. Now, what's it going to be? I'd rather you got rid of the booze. But it's your choice. This place is set up to help people like you. How can we do it if you put up these sort of barriers? I'd rather talk about what's bugging you. Well, I'm a good listener. It's all right. It's all right.
Right. Now let's clean this place up. It looks like a pigsty.
Dad's gone home. What the hell did you walk out on those women for? I told you I was scared.
Scared? You're not supposed to be scared. You're supposed to help those women. We're supposed to be the strong ones.
Well, no one's ever threatened me with a bottle before, have they?
Okay, I know that wasn't pleasant, but Nikki, that sort of thing happens here. I mean, that woman, her husband had walked out on her. She couldn't get a job. The last thing in the world she wanted was someone heavying her.
I know.
She could have gone berserk. She could have hurt herself. She could have hurt someone else. Mickey, you should have stayed with her. Tried to talk around like your father did.
All right. So I handled it badly.
No. You didn't handle it at all. And that's what really bugs me. You just walked out on those women when they really needed you.
That's not fair.
I don't think that you understand what this job involves.
You're saying I can't do it just because I made one mistake?
It's not just one mistake, Mickey. It's your attitude right down the line. You jump in with your own ideas, but you never stop to think what might really help the people concerned.
What are you trying to say?
It's not working out. I mean, you know that. You can't even help yourself with your own problems. How can you possibly help someone else?
You firing me?
I haven't got any choice, honey. You need to get away for a while. Sort yourself out. Then maybe you'll be able to hack a job like this.
Well, thanks a lot. I'll leave tonight. I'll get the rest of my stuff tomorrow.
Mickey, I don't mean it like that.
Well, how can I stay after what you've said?
Mickey.
Get it.
Oh, hell. Well, you really handled that one well, Jude.
Good. Thank you very much. I was just checking on Jill Colson.
So I heard. Why?
Because her mother's worried about her. It's natural enough, I suppose.
That is not your concern. You know what Mrs. Reynolds said? You are to keep away from her.
Look, I was patrolling the corridor. She was making a racket. What was I to do? Let her yell?
I put an officer on duty there.
She wasn't around.
All right. But stay away from her from now on.
I have to give her a message.
No.
But I told you, she's worried about her daughter.
Yes. Yes, of course she is. So?
So I said I'd check for her. Well, will you tell her it's all right? It's important to her. Look, she's pretty unstable. If she knows the little girl's all right, it just might settle her down. It could make things easier for us.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'll see that she's told.
Well, what do you know? Got a new chum.
Aren't you going to introduce us, Mrs. Sam?
This is Carol Colson.
Colson. Now, where have I heard that name before? Oh, yeah, on the news.
Bitch that was going to kill a kid, right?
That's her, all right.
All right, ladies, that's enough. Go and get your breakfast and sit down over here.
We should have a little welcoming party. Show what we all think of her.
Come on, Bea, we don't know for sure that you was going to kill a kid.
You saw the news, didn't you?
Yeah, but you know how they twist things. God, when you were in Sydney, it sounded as though you had a machine gun under both arms.
Yeah, and don't forget what we did to Denise Tyler.
Yeah, bashed her up, all right. Just because somebody got the wrong end of the stick.
Yeah, well, this is different. You want proof? Have a look at that. Watching her like a hawk. They don't watch over a new chum like that for nothing now, do they?
Oh, yes, but Bea, you want to ask the poor little bugger first before you lay into her. I mean, no harm done.
Yeah, that's right, Bea. What do you reckon? I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to find out. How about I front her later?
Yeah, fair enough. No point rushing things anyway. Looks like she's going to be here for quite some time.
Where were you last night?
Just went round to visit Rob.
All night.
Yeah, well, it got late, so I crashed there. Hey, what's the third degree for, anyway?
It's just that I really needed you last night and you weren't here.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that, did I? Anyway, I'm here now. What's wrong?
I got sacked.
Sacked?
It's terrible. Judy was yelling at me. I just didn't know.
Hey, come on. Hey, it's not the end of the world. Tell me what happened.
One of the women came for me with a broken bottle.
What?
And I ran out. Jude said I should have stayed.
She would. Hell, what were you supposed to do? Play the heroine and end up with your throat cut?
I don't know. Dad seemed to manage all right. better than me.
Yeah, well, hey, it was a terrible job anyway. The pay was lousy. You worked rotten
That's
hours.
not the point, Cliff. The thing is, I've failed.
Yeah, well, forget about the bloody job, will you? Hey, at least it'll give us a chance to get things back together again, eh? The way things were. Just you and me.
Yeah, well, all I feel like now is a shower and some breakfast. So why don't you make some bacon and eggs?
Oh, bloody hell, you shouldn't sneak up on me like that.
Well, I wanted to see you alone, Lizzie.
Yeah. What for?
Well, they're taking me out of this dump today, shipping me back to the States.
Well, don't suppose we'll see each other again then.
Oh, I don't know, maybe in about 40 years' time.
Well, it'll be in a better place than this anyway.
Well, I shall be. I don't fancy your chances much. Oh, Lizzie, I know you've been a bit sore at me lately, but we were good mates once. Well, I couldn't go without giving you something for old time's sake. It's not very much, but here.
Oh, you didn't have to do that, Meg.
Of course I did. Couldn't leave you without any drinking money. And you can think of me when you look at that.
Oh, that's really nice of you, Meg. I haven't got anything for you, though.
That's okay.
Miami Beach looks really pretty.
Yeah, get boozed up enough and you can imagine you're there.
How'd you get the cash past the screws?
International smuggler, remember?
Oh, you crafty old bugger. You haven't changed, have you?
G'day. I'm Maxine Daniels. Saw you at Brekkie. Well, that's what they call it anyway.
What do you want?
Well, it's like my mate B said. We heard about you on the telly. About you killing your hubby. And going for your kid with a knife.
Don't, please. I don't want to talk about it.
Them telly blokes get awful carried away, don't they? I mean, you never know if they've got it right or not. So that's why I thought I'd come and have a chat with you myself. Get it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Oh, look, please, I just want to be left alone. I told you, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, sorry. But you see, I reckon you gotta. 'Cause we want to know exactly what happened. And I'll find out one way or another.
Please, go away. I just want to be left alone.
Did you try to knife your kid or not?
Daniels, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Huh, just getting to know Carol here, Miss Ferguson.
Did she touch you?
No.
Get out, Daniels. If I catch you in here again, you'll be on a charge.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
Come on. You'll be all right. Look, I wouldn't worry too much about the others. They get a bit funny about kids being hurt, that's all. But you'll have an officer around you at all times, so you should be all right.
I don't care what they do. I murdered my husband. I nearly murdered my little girl. Let them kill me if they want to. It's all I deserve now.
What are you getting at? You mean the freak was trying to protect her?
Well, something like that, because then she put her arm around her real friendly like.
What did Carol do then?
Well, nothing much, but I mean, she didn't tell her to rack off or nothing.
Sounds like she's got the hots for her, all right. She's not the kind of person to be nice to anyone out of the kindness of her heart.
Yeah, well, that's what I reckon. So what are we going to do about it, B?
Nothing much we can do at the moment. Except they can't keep an eye on Colson 24 hours of the day, can they?
God, fancy going with a freak. You'd have to be bloody desperate. You think of it, who isn't? Haven't they got any men round here apart from those gate guards?
Well, there are the maintenance men. There's not too many of them either. It's lean pickings whichever way you look at it.
Maintenance, eh? Be awful if something broke down.
Cliff,
Oh, what the hell's the matter now?
I don't know. I just don't feel like it.
You never feel like it lately. Hey, what's wrong? Certainly not the same way as we used to be.
You were with someone else last night, weren't you?
Oh, what? Hey, we're not going to go through that again, are we? I told you, I was with Rob.
And I don't believe you.
Oh, you're incredible. You're so damn possessive.
I'm not.
I thought we had an understanding. You know, freedom to explore other relationships and all that.
Yeah, we do, but...
But what?
I don't know. I love you, I guess.
Yeah. And I love you too. But let's not crowd each other, okay?
It's just I get the feeling for you it could be anybody. You're not here because you want me.
That's crazy. I want you. Now.
I mean it, Cliff.
Oh, let's forget it then, okay? For good.
I don't want that. I want...
You don't want anything. I don't know why you don't go back to that dyke mate of yours at Driscoll. You obviously can't haggle with a man anymore.
Hey, Mrs. Powell, how come Colson isn't joining us?
Yeah, we could do with an extra hand or two around here.
Yeah, two'll do me. Has I got a bloke attached?
If you just get on with the work, there'll be no problems. Come on, where's Daniels?
Gone to the loo.
All right, come on, Kennedy. Get your things together. We're going to reception.
Oh. Goodbye, love. I'll think of you every time I look at that card. Just have a drink for me. Well, see you in 40 years, hmm?
Yeah. Move it, Kennedy. Smith, find some work for Bradshaw here. Light duties only.
Hey, I know we're short-handed, but it's ridiculous. How come you're not in maternity?
Let's just say the girls and me didn't get on too good.
Oh. Well, you just see that you don't lift anything heavy, eh, love?
Struth! Roxy, what are you doing in here?
G'day, Maxie.
Oh, how long are you in for?
Oh, I don't know. However long they give me for receiving stolen goods.
Oh, this is Roxy, you know, the one that used to bring in the goods when we was trading. Crikey, Roxy, you've been busy. How'd you get yourself up the duff like that?
Only one way to get like that. You lucky bugger.
You could say I got me a little gold mine. Got a real fancy flat and everything.
I mean, you got yourself a bloke with dough. No wonder I couldn't find you when I was out.
Just fancy. You got all that going for you. You have to end up in a joint like this.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
You reckon your bloke will wait for you then?
Oh, yeah. He'll be waiting, all right.
And then he told me he thought I was a lesbian.
That's just his hurt male pride talking.
Oh, I don't know, Jude. I just feel so confused. I love him. I thought we had something really good going. And now it's over.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? I mean, that's what it's all about. You do love him.
Why don't I want to sleep with him? That doesn't make sense.
Well, it does if you think about it. I think it's this freedom kick thing that's bugging you, right?
I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you do. I told you before that sort of arrangement won't work for you.
But you're wrong, Jude. I don't think people should try and own each other.
Honey, be honest with yourself. You love him. You can't bear the thought of him sleeping with someone else. I mean, why won't you admit that? There's nothing wrong with feeling like that. Most people do.
I want to be independent.
Well, in most things you are, but emotionally. I bet he is the only one in this arrangement that is playing around, right? Yeah. Well, you know what I think of him. But you are going to have to sort yourself out, otherwise it's going to keep happening again and again.
I know you're right. But I wanted him to want me. Just me. I couldn't bear him being with anyone else. But I didn't want to tell him. Because I thought it would end. I didn't want to tell him.
Come on, honey. It's not the end of the world. And you're a good person, Mickey. Don't you sell yourself short, huh?
You just make sure they give you some extra milk at lunchtime, eh? Oh, I reckon it's bloody dreadful putting her in here with us.
Oh, will you stop fussing, Lizzie? Gorgeous, sounding like a bloody old woman.
You shut up. I've had kids of my own. I know what I'm talking
Enough, thank you both. Keep the noise down. Excuse me, what is this, Carter? We've turned conscientious, have we?
Just don't want to moan them when they get back, that's all.
Hurry it up.
Well, what do you know? We need a maintenance man.
Hey! The bloody machines aren't working.
Well, it does help if you turn them on at the wall.
Well, I didn't turn them off, did I?
Oh, just give it a bit of a kick, love. That'll get them working.
Nah, they're buggered beauty.
Oh, Jack, I'll go until a screw, will you?
Look, why don't we just have a smoko till someone fronts up?
Because we have to finish them sooner or later. What's in them anyway?
Oh, most of the sheets, and they're all sopping wet.
Oh, get them out of there before they go mouldy. Chances are a maintenance guy won't lob in here until tomorrow. Looks like we got the afternoon off, girl.
Ah, rip! I could do with an afternoon with me legs up.
Well, you decided what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'll move back to my old flat till I get a job anyway.
You'll be okay.
I know I will. Thank you. I feel a lot better. Just feels strange sitting here talking to you like this. I thought I'd be the one handing out advice.
Well, at least you've learned one lesson, to be honest with yourself. I mean, you'll find you'll be able to handle this job as well as anyone else in a short time. That's if you want it.
I'll get there someday.
I'm sure you will.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Come help me move.
Yes, I thought I'd give you a hand. Problems?
Oh, no. I'll take that on the way home, okay? I'll just go upstairs and pack. Oh, Jude. I think I'd grab him for the job. He'd be a natural.
She okay?
Yeah. Just has a bit of growing up to do, that's all.
Look, I'm really sorry it didn't work out, you know. The job, I mean. I kind of pushed you into taking her on, you know.
I'll manage. Anyway, it was worth it. I think she's learned something from the experience.
Well, what are you going to do? You can't handle this place all by yourself.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well, yeah, I guess I'll just have to advertise again, go through all those hassles of interviewing people and everything.
Sounds like a bit of a drag.
Oh, it is. Well, you got no idea. That is, unless I can talk a certain gentleman I know into accepting the job. I mean, his daughter seems to think he'd be great.
What? No, I told you before I couldn't.
You could, Wally. I mean, look at the way you handled Litza and Jenny. I really need someone like you around here.
Yeah, well, I must admit I did enjoy myself a bit, despite the drama.
Oh, that's terrific. That settles it then. Great.
No, hang on. There are a few hassles.
Like what?
Well, like, where am I going to live? I live too far out to get here at a moment's notice.
Well, that's easily settled. Move into town.
Just like that?
Yeah, why not? Anyway, I think your daughter could do with her dad hanging around a bit.
I've just run out of excuses.
Terrific. Can you start today?
Looks like I'll have to.
There you go. That's it.
Oh, ta very much. Okay, girls, I think we can call it a day.
Oh, you don't mean we have to sit around all afternoon doing nothing?
Wouldn't be very new for you, would it? Oh, Mrs. Powell. Now, what do you want us to do with him? Wash his clothes?
Oh, well, I'll help you get out of him if you like.
That is enough. Right, everybody off to the rec room. You'll stay there until Mr. Palmer's finished.
He's a bit of a spunk, isn't he?
Hey, I reckon we should take him with us. He's wasted in here.
Get out, Daniels. Get it fixed as soon as you can, will you? This sort of thing puts us right behind schedule.
Well, we were lucky that the maintenance firm could send someone out straight away.
Yes, how long before they're fixed?
Oh, it shouldn't be too long. He's in the laundry now.
Good. Anything else?
Yes, there is something else, Governor. As we thought, the women have got it in for Colson.
You sure of that?
Yes. I caught Daniels harassing her this morning. Now, I told her that she's to stay away from Colson in the future. Not that that'll do much good.
Well, that settles it. We'll just have to make sure there's an officer with her at all times. How was Coulson when you left her?
Not too good, I'm afraid. Look, I don't suppose there'd be any chance of her daughter visiting, would there? She seems more concerned about the little girl than having killed her husband.
No, not at the moment. Not till Coulson settled down. It wouldn't be fair to the child.
But she's worried sick about the child, and I'm not surprised.
But her daughter's in a welfare home. She'll be well cared for until her family's notified.
Yeah, well, I've spoken to welfare about that. It seems that Coulson's parents are too old to cope with the child.
But isn't there anyone else? Some other relation?
There's a sister, but she's about to go overseas with her husband, and they don't seem at all interested.
Oh, dear. Doesn't look too bright, does it?
No, it doesn't. Governor, I was wondering if perhaps I could pay a visit to the child. See how she's coping. Well, she knows me, and I might be able to help her.
Good. Normally I wouldn't agree, but we do have to think of the child, I suppose. Yes, I'm sure that can be arranged. I'll phone the home for you this afternoon, if you like.
Fine. Thank you.
Hi. I'm Brandy. What's your name?
Joe. Hey, you're not supposed to be in here, are you? You get us both in a stride.
There's no one round, and came to see you. Thought you looked real nice when I saw you before.
Yeah. Well, I like a bird with taste.
Yeah. Just my type of bloke. So, not gonna tell anyone I'm here, are you?
Oh, no, of course not. The officers.
We've got a few minutes, so let's not waste any time talking. Well, you're a real stud, you know that?
Yeah? Well, you're not too bad yourself. I never expected nothing like this when I come in here.
We aim to please.
Oh, yeah, well, this is, it's all the cash I got.
Oh, that's okay, love. I don't like taking anything, but, girl's got to live, right? Can't wait for your next visit.
Hey?
You do want us to get together again, don't you?
Oh, yeah, sure, but, I already fixed the machine. I won't be back.
Oh, you could be. Well, why don't you make something around this joint fall apart? I reckon a bloke with your talents, that'd be dead easy.
Well, I don't know. I'd do my job if I got caught.
No chance of that. I'll get someone to keep knit next time. That way we can take our time a little. Have a bit more fun.
Well, maybe.
We'll make it worth your while. And I want some brandy and some ciggies. How's that sound to you?
Come on, Stokes. Don't hang around the corridors.
There's a budger at screws.
Well, I thought you would have finished by now. It's not that bad a problem, is it?
No, it's just these old machines are unpredictable. You know what I mean?
Wonder if Maggie got away all right.
Just as long as she got away from here, that's all I care about.
Oh, come on, Bea. I suppose she's still an old mate of mine.
Well, what have you been up to?
Oh, you tarts have been lazing around. I've been working. Oh, fringe benefits and good pay.
Where'd you get all that dough from?
I got my own little gold mine. And they'll be back too, I reckon.
Oh, the maintenance man. I might have known you wouldn't let him get away without getting your hot little paws on him.
Filthy little hussy.
Hey, tell you what, spare parts aren't too bad neither.
Something I can do without for a while.
Yeah, well, we're not all on the bloody wagon. Hey, Brandy, do you reckon he'll bring a mate with him next time?
I don't know, but he is coming back.
Oh, did you ask him to bring in some booze?
Of course I did. What do you think I am, slow? And ciggies.
Oh, Ripper! I'm going to put my order in now. Got some cash.
Now, just hang on a minute. I don't mind you having a bit of fun, but when it comes to trading, that's different. I don't want any rackets like we had when Nola was here. You start bringing in goodies, lady, you make sure you charge a fair price.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be enough stuff for that sort of thing. Hey, but I've got to have someone to keep knit next time, and I'm willing to be real generous to anyone who wants to help me out.
Good idea.
Hello, Jill.
Jilly, you remember Miss Ferguson, don't you?
Well, I'll be inside. See you later.
Thank you. Well, how are they treating you?
All right.
It, seems like a nice place, Jill.
It's all right.
Your mother sends her love. She misses you very much. Well, she'd be here if she could. It's just that, she's not very well at the moment. But I'm sure you'll be able to go and see her soon. You do understand, don't you, Jill?
I understand.
So in the meantime, I'll take her any messages, anything you might want to say. I'll tell you well then, shall I?
All right. How's Major?
What? Oh, he's fine.
I wish I could have brought him with you. He's a nice dog.
Yeah. Well, look, I've got to go back to work now, Jill. But I'll come and visit you again soon, and, well, perhaps we could have a day out together. We could even go and see Major. Or anything else that you want to do. What do you say?
Yes, I'd like that very much. Thank you, Miss Ferguson. I'm glad you came.
Sit down, Roxanne. You're not finding it too much, are you, working in the laundry?
Not really, Mrs. Reynolds. Not with the dryers on the blink.
Still, I don't want you overdoing things. I've arranged for our obstetrician to come and give you a complete checkup.
Oh, it's okay, Mrs. Reynolds. I've got my own bloke, Mr. Shepperton.
Mr. Shepperton? He's one of the top gynecologists in the country.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I got him.
Well, I don't blame you, of course, but you do realise how much he charges.
Yeah. I didn't realise there was so much money in babies. It's not coming out of my pocket. I got a couple of friends and they wanted me to have the best, so they're paying.
Well, if you're convicted, you'll be having a baby in here. That means no Mr. Shepperton, just Sister Kelly and the local doctor, I'm afraid.
Doesn't make no difference to me who's there. All I want is a healthy baby.
Yes, well, that's our main concern, isn't it? All right, that'll be all. But I want you to rest, Roxanne. I don't want you working too hard.
Oh, bugger it, it's working again. Well, he did say that bloke knew what he was doing. Hey, Lizzie, do a pick-up from the cells for us, will you, love? We're going to run out pretty soon.
Oh, fair go, B. Why can't one of the young ones do it?
Well, don't look at me. My back's playing up. God, you're a bludger, Lizzie.
That's enough out of you. Show some respect. As a matter of fact, you can help her.
Thank you, B. Come along, love. Maybe we can nick in and have a cuppa or something.
Yeah, all right, but you're going to have to do all the bending.
What? With my ticker? You're quite right, B. Those young ones, they don't show any respect.
Oh, hurry up.
Oh, God, look! Oh! Looks like we're for another smoke, ladies. Well, that bloke of yours knew what he was doing after all.
You all right, love? I mean, you're not sick or something?
No, just resting. Governor's orders.
Well, you just do that. You mustn't muck about at this stage.
Yeah. I'm glad it's not me going through all that. 'Cause if it was up to me, I'd give it away.
Well, thank God everybody's not like you. You wouldn't do anything like that, would you, love?
Well, as a matter of fact, that's just what I'm going to do.
Hey, I thought you told us that you had a nice boyfriend who was going to look after you and everything.
Sure. Him and his wife.
What?
Well, they can't have kids, you see. So I'm having it for them. And they're paying me $20,000 to do it. What do you think of them apples?
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain sun and rain are prisoners too. When morning comes around, last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare, waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too. When morning comes around,